Hey, welcome back to another installment of the Jackal God channel. I am currently on Morgan Svetlana, the Psycho-Common of the Zero Yōnin Crime Family. She's heading up to the Hookies area right now to have a conversation with the president of Lost Motorcycle Club that she's been trying to gain an audience with for, seems like, weeks now. So, should be fun. So, happy to have you along for the ride. It's just going to be me. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Till I can't no more.
Konnichiwa.
You have red hair?
Hi?
She's always had red hair.
Never seen her without a fucking mask.
Olden times, it would seem. How are you?
Hello.
It's one of the days.
I understand you want to have a conversation with me, yeah?
I did. I appreciate your making yourself available for it.
Yes. Anything for friends, right? Even though my
Indeed.
friends, who I call friends, point guns at my club members' faces, which I understand you made amends for that.
Aye, I did. I needed them, all of them that were there, which was Kira, Kendrick, and Hulk, to understand the narrative and my expression towards it. I did apologize to Kira, as I would never have shot her.
She's telling the truth.
Alright. I got you. Anyway, what can I do for you, Miss Morgan? I appreciate you taking the trip all the way up here to this. What the fuck?
Huh?
That's all I was saying that. Never mind. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I need guns. I need guns from your people. Compact,
Okay.
automatic firearms, no serials, nothing.
All right, when you need them.
The sooner the better.
And you want compact? You want them?
Micro
What
SMGs, things of that nature. Things that can be distributed. Sorry, go ahead.
Let's say, what kind of genre are you looking? Russian, Chinese, American?
No Chinese.
Austria? What?
No Austria. Well, I mean, Uzis would be good. Mach 10 varieties.
Okay.
Small machine guns of whatever nature. Just anything that can be shot easily from the back of a motorcycle.
That we can do. Do you want anything with them? You want just plain models? Do you want any cans for them? Or as I call cans as silencers?
Yes, they need to be suppressed.
We can do that. Not a problem.
Very good.
I have to get with one of my guys. We got some stuff getting ready to come in, and I know we do have some stuff that I think we may have that. Could you have to remind me of inventory, what we do have on hand?
On hand, we got plenty of ammunition, and for small arms, those haven't been touched, so we have plenty of those as well.
Okay.
Perfect. I don't need a large order. 20
You don't
at
need a
best.
large order?
Correct.
Okay, 20 at best. All right, that's perfect. We can pack those on by.
Very well.
Move it.
And your cans should all be readily available for everyone to buy.
Perfect. Do you believe in retribution, Mr. Winter?
Always.
Good, these will be put to that use.
Well, let's see here. We can probably get you something tonight if you need it.
Quicker the better.
May have to give me like a little time to get everybody organized.
No worries.
but where stuff is at, those people shouldn't take long. So, where are you wanting this at?
Kendrick, you know the last place you came and spoke to me down at the port?
Yeah.
That would be sufficient.
Yeah, I know what she's talking about. Correct me if I'm wrong, Morgan. 926.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
The other topic that I wanted to discuss with you, Mr. Winter, was the murdering of people on my family's areas. Or turf, I guess would be the key word. You're aware of this, correct?
Someone murdered who?
Kendrick and Kira killed a man down in Chumash, which is our claimed land. We protect it, we run it. We're not aware.
Who was? I'm gonna be refreshed on the this Kendrick.
You remember the Russian that was attacking Karma?
Oh, okay, yeah.
That problem was solved inadvertently on her territory.
Oh.
That was
Okay.
the precipice to why a gun was pointed at your patch, remember? That I was told that we're not there delegated themselves as club members or patches despite wearing cuts.
Okay. Well, I do apologize about that. That happened on your guys' Corey.
At another location as well, just days later. I believe, what was the individual's name, Kendrick, because you were outside and he was going in and out?
What she's referring to is me and Trouble. Trouble had an old business dealing with some guys that made documents down in the city. He was not privy to, and neither was I, to Morgan's organization taking over that inadvertently again.
It was
This time
accidental,
just a trespass. It's not as severe of a crime,
but we
and
had
it was accidental.
cameras and alarms going off indicating presence of people that shouldn't be there, so I rolled up with one of my other constituents and had a conversation.
I see.
I hope you can understand the issue.
I understand what you're getting at. What do you need from me about it?
It's been
What do you want
delegated.
from me?
Everything's been
Okay.
sorted. Kira came and paid atonement for the issue at the pier to where the man was shot and made that situation correct. So all is good.
Okay. Good.
As the acting leader of my family, due to the absence of my Oyobun, I have wanted to have a conversation with the leader of this one, which was you. Because of respect.
Right. I appreciate that.
Of course.
But I will ask, if you're disrespected or feel disrespected on any matters that happen, there's no need to pull a gun and point in people's face. You can come have a conversation with me, and I'll take care of it.
It's been very difficult to have a conversation with you. I have asked a dozen times.
Well, you know where we're at.
Aye?
There's one more thing that both of you should know. And Winter's already been privy to this, but this is information for you, Morgan. You remember us getting help from the snakes?
Mm-hmm.
Might have been a smoke screen. Winter, do you want to let her know?
I still have.
Days go by. As days go by, it's still a lot fuzzy. But we took care of some business earlier today, and particular Viper showed up, and I heard him talk. I've heard him talk before, but for some reason it just dinged in my head. But the way that Simon fella talks, I don't know if he was directly involved. I remember hearing his voice when I was being dropped off at some location, because I was kind of in and out of consciousness.
This is when you were abducted.
Correct.
Alright.
So I heard his voice today, and for some reason it triggered that, and I just had like a minor flashback. And yeah, I don't know if he was particularly involved, but I know he was at some point or some location where I was dragged. Now, keep in mind, I had a bag over my head, so I don't know where I was at. But I remember
Understood.
hearing his voice.
What do you need?
We're not sure yet. We just got this information. It's as fresh to us as it is to you.
I'm still
Not quite
decrypting the softwares that I pulled off of their laptop.
Okay. Good. Whatever I need to owe you for that,
There's no
let
owing.
me know. There's always a price on services.
Cordiality and respect. Simple as that. We're still young in our avenues of expression with one another, Winter.
Right.
So we shall build on that and see what is to come. Will that work for you?
That works for me.
Good.
When we come up with an idea of what to do with the information I told you, you'll be the first one out of this club I let know. With Winter's blessing, of course.
Of course. Hulk really desperately would like the locations of my group's facilities and locations and such, but I will not dispose of those because they are private intentionally. You don't hear much about my group.
Just as a response to that, I assume you're fine with incidental trespassing incidents like the one with me in trouble then, if they were to happen again.
I don't see why that would be an issue.
Alright, then yeah, there's no issue.
All I ask is if you do that and you're in your cuts, I'll be able to know about it. If I ask. Will that be sufficient? Alright.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me.
Perfect. Is there anything I can do for you?
Let us know if you find anything about that encryption stuff.
Of course.
Much appreciated.
Are you sleepy, Winter?
A little bit.
Don't forget about my guns.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right when we leave here.
Perfect. So, Kendrick, you know where to go.
Yep.
Keep it low profile because there's typically a lot of Port Authority in the area.
Oh well, I'll see what I can put together for transportation-wise of getting that stuff down there, and I'll give you a description of the vehicle before it arrives.
Perfect. I appreciate it very much, gentlemen.
Are you alright with it being unoccupied outside so your team can collect it?
Whichever works for you will work for me.
Okay.
Alright. We got Hulk. Getting a truck ready.
Perfect. Well, then I'll let you get to it. Appreciate your time very much, Winter.
Yeah, appreciate you too.
Au revoir. Pull over to the tents on the other side. There's an opening.
Alright.
I'm gonna die! Ah, help me!
Morgan, good to see you.
Good to see you. How are you? Everything good with your hand?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I tried telling him that too.
If you want to unload, just put it in the tent over there. We'll put it inside.
Alright, we'll grab a box.
What, 7 boxes?
7?
Yashiro, keep a lookout, please.
Of course.
Gonna shut up, tailgate trouble.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, that's the last box.
Perfect. I really appreciate it. Have Winter let me know what I owe him. I don't see him here.
Yeah, he didn't follow.
Very well. No issues, I hope.
No, no issues.
Yeah, let me know
Shot
what
him a
I am.
text.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Probably just tell Wild, then have him transfer to you the amount.
What do you mean?
I'll tell Wildcard the amount, and then he can text it to you.
Oh, very well. Perfect. Do you boys like ghosted cars? And girl?
Do we like
Walk with
ghosted
me.
cars?
Should your group need vehicles to associate your criminal activities or your endeavors in the state, I'd like for you to look toward us if you need things that will not track back to you, that are quick, agile, so on and so forth. These are straight from Japan.
All right.
Ooh, alright.
Careful of the cords, I'm currently updating their computers.
Yo, I'll take this one right here. What the hell?
Well, when it is done,
This
you
one
may...
looks canned as fuck.
Yes, very high performance, very quick, very agile.
And
This one on the end, is it included or no?
Meriwether Security Service.
None of them are.
Vehicle for verification.
That's. Alright, here.
what did he
Having
say?
a car meet back here, I see.
There's something I could do to help you, Phil.
You know this is a restricted area, right?
Mr. Hartman.
Hello? What's going on back here? Kind of late, ain't it? Port should be closed.
But the port is not, so...
You guys got your paperworks? All your shit in order?
What paperworks are you requesting?
For your gathering down here, whatever you're doing, this event, whatever.
It's not an event.
I mean, I see hoods popped, like you're having a car show or something. You got paperwork in order?
Are you a cop?
No, but I have a job to maintain the security of this port.
And were you given an alert that there was something insecure at this area?
No, we were just driving around, and then we seen this. We just make sure all the paperwork's in order, and we'll be on our way.
Haven't had your little network compromised recently, have you?
Nope.
That's good. Did you want to define to me exactly what kind of paperwork you need?
I just want to see your guys' permits of having this little showcase down here, that's all. Make sure your gathering is legal and legit, and that you guys can be here after the port has been closed. To the public, that is.
Everyone here is here with me.
Are these workers of yours? If they're workers, I'm going to need to see some identification
No,
and
they're not
paperwork on that.
workers.
Okay. Well, do you have your paperwork for this event, whatever you got going on?
It's not an event. I've already clarified.
I've heard enough.
going on here?
Good things, nothing bad.
Good thing.
Hi. Programming some computers for some cars. That's about it.
Oh, you guys gonna have a race or something?
No, definitely not.
Alrighty. You don't have no paperwork or anything?
Wasn't aware that I needed paperwork for
My name's
standing.
Echo, work for Weather Security Services. We got what appears to be a gathering down at 926 behind one of the warehouses off of Signal Street. Some sort of car meet or something.
Come with me.
All
No,
right,
we've asked for
well, this has been
documentation
fun.
and they.
Come with me.
I think the other one's on the phone with the police.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Sneak into that tent and start moving those 7 boxes into the garage and lock it.
Yep.
Understood.
Understood.
Good.
Business.
So
Not
can I
that business.
get your names?
You know who I am. You just clearly said my name when I walked up.
You sounded daft, so I wasn't sure.
So are we resorting to name calling now?
No.
Is that what we're
She was
doing?
talking to you.
What is your name, fella?
Echo. That's all I have to tell you.
Echo. Not sure of the paperwork to which you request.
This is a restricted area. The ports aren't exactly a place for free reign, especially after hours. There's nobody here. We get nothing but thefts down here and junkies trying to break in for an easy score. So to see this whole thing that's happening here is definitely raising some red flags.
I'm gonna have to ask you to rephrase that unless you are referring to us as junkies.
I said we get a lot of junkies down here. That's why this particular event looks suspicious.
My man,
Uh-huh.
what was in the box, my man?
Do we look?
You're not a cop. I
You
don't
know
have to
what?
answer to you.
I didn't call you a junkie. I'm telling you why it's suspicious. It's because we have nothing but people coming down here up to no good.
Do we look like we're here up to no good?
Well, considering you haven't produced any sort of documentation stating that you're allowed to be here at this hour, yes, I do actually. You guys are being completely shady as to what it is your business down here. Your stories aren't straight, 100%.
If I
What
was being
stories are not
shady, I'd be
straight?
in all black with a black mask on with gloves. If I was being shady.
Well, some people take a much more inconspicuous approach because they think they're not going to get caught.
Which one of you is in charge of the other?
That's my LT.
Then I'll speak with him since you're a little aggressive.
And, as of
If-
this
if-
moment,
if-
I'd
if-
recommend that you, as of like I will, remain quiet while our superiors talk.
If you own or rent this business warehouse here, all I need to see is proof of that. We'll be on our merry fucking way.
And that is exactly the information that I had requested to know. So I can get you that.
I just said documentation. Any kind of documentation where it states that you can be here after hours where the port is closed from the public. That's all you had to show.
Well, there's no gate, so how would anyone know it's closed?
Everybody knows the port's closed.
Are you sure?
It's
Yes.
an international port.
I'll get you paperwork for that. No problem, Mr. Hartman. Cocky little fuckers, aren't they?
Yes, of course. I am they are trying my patience right now, and
No
I've
worries.
only. Yes, I'm just.
Mr. Hartman,
Keep an eye on
Mr.
it,
Echo,
Sergeant.
Pretty sure they're bottle tops, man.
Yes, you get some paperwork for me so I can see that you guys actually have a business down here, or you are leasing a property or some sort, or own the property.
Boxes.
Uh,
Good stuff.
Inside the boxes. Stop following them, please. Thank you.
I don't take orders from you, suit guy.
Go brief him, miss.
Here you are, mate.
I have no clue. It looks like a car meet, but then everyone's moving boxes around from this tent into that garage over there. Now we get a lot of.
All right, I'm just gonna look
Do
this
your
up.
thing, no
Come on.
worries.
And it's not dead, somebody's just producing show documentation. Nobody seems to know why they're here.
That's Port Authority. Yes.
Purposes of a bunch of cars having their hoods popped and stuff like that. Very cagey.
Yeah, alright. What's going on here, everybody?
Mister,
Playing
Hi there, Miss
hopscotch.
Svetlana.
how are we, darling?
Is
Oh,
that
so
Tanner?
fantastic. Yes, it is indeed, Mr. Riku.
Yes, how are you doing,
This
Mr.
is
Boyd?
Tanner.
Pleasure. Yes, sir, Mr.
Think about it. Think about it.
I don't think I've ever gotten your name. We've just crossed paths.
We've had interactions at
Oh, I
your park.
know. Well, I found your truck, did I not?
Is it an
No, that's someone else.
F-350?
Yeah, the red one.
Mine wasn't red. No, mine's blue.
I'm not too sure. Either way, what's all going on down here?
You tell us? Just here talking.
Talking.
Mr. Echo, the pompous one over there, likes to assert himself like a very big boy.
Likes to speak as if his position has a higher authority than it actually does.
Okay.
Use your documentation back.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hart.
Are you Morgan?
Morgan
Is that you?
Svetlana, correct.
Oh, okay.
Riku, place this back in the vehicle, please.
Of course.
So we just having a car meet, or what's going on down here?
No, we're just having a conversation.
A conversation?
Mhm.
Come. I'm gonna take a look around these vehicles.
Do be careful as the computers are being updated currently, and I don't want you to trip over the wire. You could ruin it.
What's that mean? I'm not a car person, so you're gonna have to fill me in what that
Be
means.
careful of the wires going to every
Oh,
engine.
Gotcha. I see. I'll watch myself.
Tell that officer that they were carrying a bunch of shit in, being sketchy about it. All right.
Yes, sir.
God, the emails, man, fucking stupid.
This is
Oh,
why
if it
I'll
isn't,
never commission.
yeah, noticeable. You guys are all detained here. So to make my life easier, I want to put down a notepad, and I want everyone to put their names on said notepad one at a time, please.
You want to have a conversation, you'll have it with me.
Oh, I will, but I want to identify everybody that's here. I'm sure we can keep a cool, calm chat, but as of right now, everyone is detained. Not that saying that anyone has done anything wrong, but, you know, any police interaction that a person told needs to be just formally spoken, so no one has to question me 20 times. Am I free to
Wrong.
go? Wrong. About what, sir?
Reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed.
How about we try you with you in a dark port at nighttime with no paperwork and still no sort of reason
Has
for being
paper-
down here?
has
You were
paperwork
provided-
been
Why are you
provided to
still
you?
talking?
Alright, sir, I do have reasonable articulate
right here.
suspicion that has occurred here tonight.
I found that after the
I'm gonna
fact.
continue to
Then
hold you guys
After the
articulate
fact,
the
so they
crime.
finally caught something up.
I believe I
Okay.
need to.
Then I don't believe I have to identify to you until that time.
Okay, you guys are all within the LS ports during the time that a sensitive matter at hand, which I will not disclose my information, but there are vehicles over there that are not.
And welcome here
So,
by somebody that has permission to be here.
okay, but the vehicles around the area, sir, that are these vehicles that you guys are all hanging around with some prior knowledge is the reason I'm detaining you guys all here. Okay.
Okay.
So,
How have you been, Mr. Yashiro?
but I'll be right back with you, mister.
I've been alright.
Did you already see that you got out?
Yeah, as Captain Obvious over there stated.
Thank you.
I just got out.
Morgan, why don't you come talk to me?
Acclimatizing myself.
I'm not back in 5 minutes because he likes to talk.
Okay.
What do you want?
First off, I'm going to question you. So I'm going to read your rights to you. I'm not saying that you're under arrest for anything, but I'm going to let them know you have the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say can affect you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. You cannot afford one. On behalf of one of you by the state of San Andreas, with those rights in mind, do you wish to continue speaking?
Sure.
All right. What are you doing down here tonight?
I'm programming computers for cars.
Okay. And from there, we're just programming cars. Are these your cars?
I?
Are these your cars?
Yes.
Where's all the license plates? Where's the VINs? Where's the
I have
information
ordered
for
them.
Ordered them.
hmm Through
Did
your
you build these cars
DMV.
yourself?
No, they were imported.
Okay. So a VIN number should still be on the vehicle,
They
or
didn't do that in Japan, I'm sorry.
They don't do VIN numbers in Japan. I don't want vehicle parts.
Not US based VIN numbers, no.
I see. So would there be a Japanese identification? I'm not too sure on how. I guess you would know better than I do. Could be Japanese.
There won't be any
Numbers
markings
or-
on the cars, no.
Not at all. So if I did some research on all of this, it would come back to be accurate that what you're informing me of?
I would hope so. But your country is very slow with paperwork and shit, so.
I'm sure you've been to the DMV once or twice in your life, and I completely understand. All right. So
Is it casual and complimentary for these security people to be pompous fucking arrogant assholes for no reason?
they're above me even, so I can't
Really?
really say much. Yes.
It's terrible.
Mhm.
It's really good to see you again.
Well, say the same for now. Let's hope it stays that way. So our old habits is what I'm going to eventually lead into this. By the time we had a conversation, if I'm straight up with you, you're going to be straight up with me. And right now, is what I'm looking at is your old habits are back. But prove me wrong.
Gladly.
So this is just simply you've imported vehicles, and you're loading them up with computer tech or whatever it
No,
might be.
just- I'm doing like a performance update to the computers in the cars. That's all.
Gotcha.
Nothing illegal.
So, all right.
They're not for
and you got them
sale.
from-
Nothing like that.
Okay. And these are not leaving here until they get their information.
Correct.
Okay. Do some research, verify everything, and then this isn't a private part of the ports, or you've been arrested 20 times over by now. So, all right, I'll be right back.
course he's gonna.
Asking for paperwork to identify the reason we're here is no different than asking for ID.
Are you okay, Mr. Echo?
I'm fine. And you?
Perfectly peachy, mate. Do you want a water or anything?
Fine. I've already hydrated and changed my socks. Thanks for the offer, though.
I was not going to give you new socks, but you're welcome.
I don't think he knows how to work his own damn car.
No clue.
You know how tempted I am to just jump into the fucking ocean and swim away.
It's not worth it.
Like, dude, the temptation is so there right now.
It's not worth it.
If I get chased with a taser, my ass is jumping in that ocean.
Yashiro, RIku,
Yes.
come. As you are not being watched right now, I want you to go inside and move the packages to a different location. Inside the building, hide them as best as you are able.
Of course.
Thank you.
Understood.
Be quick about it. Well, I apologize that you are all getting caught up in this rigmarole of bullshit.
It's alright. We're used to cops, so.
Very well.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
That ocean looking mighty fine, though.
Oh, it is.
You just like the motion of the ocean. Come on now.
I mean, you could say that.
Oh, it is really good to be reacquainted with Mr. Boyd. Much punishment he will be afforded.
Wait, which one's that?
Port Authority.
White shirt or the other guy?
Port Authority.
The guy in the car.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Never mind.
That's Mr. Boyd.
Yeah. Who's the Merriweather guy?
Lieutenant James Hartman, and then somebody that they call or refers to himself as an Echo.
Echo, huh?
Echo.
Hmm. I really like to create an echo with him.
Thinking that for the tell we're gonna be followed after this.
You nervous, man?
Why?
Don't be nervous.
As far as I'm concerned, and the cops got no proof of doing anything.
Renegades got shit.
These guys report that they own the place.
Yeah, well,
Thank you very much.
these Merriweather
Perfect.
sons of bitches over here.
Like I said, not all of them, but these ones in particular.
You don't know how fucking tempted I was to pull out the fucking pistol and put a couple of rounds in their fucking heads.
Yeah, well, I was screwed with the suppressor in my handgun while I was just standing over there. Arms.
Yeah, no, I didn't do that.
We all met, my gentleman over here.
I don't
Come
know
here,
that I
boys.
have. I think I met. Actually, I think I did meet the guy in the red shirt.
Yeah, RIku and Yashiro.
Riku, and Yashiro.
Yeah, we met at the
Pleasure
airport
to
the other
meet you.
day.
Yeah, I thought we did.
I do not believe I have actually met any of you.
Well,
But
it is a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Of course, it is a pleasure to meet you as well. The honor is all mine.
Excuse me, Miss Svetlana.
Of course.
That is the correct gesture, correct?
What's up?
It's a
It'll
respectful
do.
one.
This is
Alright.
close enough that we will
It
let
is the
go.
attempt that matters for respect.
Of course. I would say generally, though, a bow that deep would mostly be reserved for those of a higher stature than myself.
Wow. Respect, you know?
I do appreciate that.
You got a beautiful place down here.
It's tainted with these badges and bullshit.
Well, I would agree with that. Anytime those come around, it gets tainted.
That's Svetlana.
Hey.
Oh, well, we learn something new every day. Everything does check out with the story you told me, which I'm glad it does. Glad that we're still keeping straightforward, honest with each other. But they should have a chassis number. Japanese vehicles have chassis numbers.
I wouldn't even know, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Now, I wrote down some notes. So use a frame number and it identifies the model and serial number. So it's kind of like an American VIN number. It's a, I guess, just the Japanese way of doing it.
Interesting.
So yeah, very interesting. I guess we all learned something new.
Agreed.
I'm not too sure where to even look for those at.
I wouldn't know either.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine they would be in the similar locations.
Why do they have guns? Holding a machine gun?
Trying to compensate for something there,
Not
Bob?
too sure. I mean, Merryweather is on their own.
One moment.
Whatever. Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Hartman.
Well,
Mr. Hartman, may I speak with you?
Aren't I standing in it now?
Why the gun?
This isn't mine.
What's that?
Why does he carry a machine gun?
Get out of my.
This guy over here smells like maple syrup and
just for
shitty
safety.
beer.
Is it though? Or is it to propagate a further
Yeah.
escalation of
I
issue?
mean, there's three of us, and there's like
That was a threat.
No
wasn't
one
it?
has been harmful or derogatory or threatening.
not yet. What's that? Is that you guys' chopper too? It's got fucking missed. Oh my god, that thing just blew up in the water. Did you
It's
see that?
definitely not a helicopter.
Oh my god, that's not one of your guys. huh?
No, it is not.
That's probably PD then.
Aye.
With his hands behind his back.
Alright,
It was
guys.
a threat.
I'm not too sure what's going on here, but I'm gonna step in the middle and
Well,
just getting shot for you
we'll be
guys.
getting out of here.
What's going on is this guy is brandishing a
Shortly.
weapon.
Have you been well?
Yeah, don't talk to me like we're friends.
You should be
I'm not.
You embarrassed me in front of my people.
Unintentionally.
I'm sure it was very intentionally. Maybe not intentionally to embarrass me, but it was very intentionally what you were trying to do.
Interesting. I apologize. You feel that way?
I didn't state at any point that I was going to do anything lethal to you.
Insinuation was there.
What?
It wasn't an automatic weapon.
Assumptions are a dangerous thing. Don't get trapped on them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's an
assumptions are dangerous
unprovocated
things, so I'd
escalation
recommend
of
you
presence,
stop
fella.
talking.
Alright, why don't we go head the way with the rifle, and then we can all go back to you guys chilling over there, and Merryweather can chill back by their vehicle, and we can defuse the entire situation, because there's no need for an escalation here, guys.
I'm just
I
waiting.
won't escalate anything.
Tanner, I'm
Just
just waiting
escalate.
for us to be let go so we
Yes,
can
sir.
get in
I
our
do
vehicle
appreciate
and
it.
leave.
Yes, I was over there, but I heard something about threats and a rifle, so I had to come over here and intervene.
Because
so,
I am rather tired and I would like to go, but I can't because I'm trapped here.
Okay. I'll give me just a couple more minutes and we should be good to go, guys. I'm sorry for holding you for people that I don't need to hold, but some investigation's completed. I just
You
wanna
owe
make
me a
sure.
cup of coffee, Tanner.
Yeah, you can. As soon as I find my hot or my hot chocolate, I will.
That works.
Fuck the coffee. Give me a beer.
Pardon me. So for future reference, where would this be found?
I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie. I looked in the common U.S. spots, but I did not see them. So it might be something more that you need to dig and
Okay.
go to a mechanic for. I'm not a mechanic, nor am I going to do this. So
I'm
as
not
long as these
either.
vehicles aren't being driven on the roadways at whatsoever point, then I'm not going to be a bother to them. I am going to take some photographs and make sure that there is,
Of
you know, if I
course.
see these on the street, then know that uses one against what I'm trying to tell you.
Understand?
How's he doing? I haven't seen him in a
Who?
minute. Yoshi? I can't remember his.
He is in Japan.
Oh, is he visiting family?
Unsure. Do not know if he will be returning.
Oh,
Duty
that's-
calls him elsewhere. Are these other individuals free to go?
Yeah, my business is with you and your group, not them.
Very well.
Doesn't appear so. So I'll go
I'll
ahead and
inform
dismiss
them. Thank you. The Port Authority man says that you're free to go. All of you.
All right.
It's good to see you, mate.
Let's make sure we get out of here.
Do be
I'll
well,
see you
please.
too, Morgan.
Appreciate
Au
the
revoir.
time. Sorry about the
Have
hassle.
a safe journey,
No
gentlemen.
worries at all.
Lady.
We'll keep in touch.
Absolutely.
All
Do
right.
be well. Give my regards to Winter, please.
I will.
Gentlemen, make sure you take care of yourself. You get a bottle of whiskey on me.
I would ask you to repeat that. I caught the first half of what you said.
I said a bottle of whiskey's on me. You guys take care.
I'm not much of a whiskey man myself, but I will take a bottle of sake, and I will take it on you. I do appreciate
Boss man
it.
with Meriwether, again. I
Oi.
need you to put away the rifle.
I'll send you a bottle
Yourself a
of
lovely
it.
day.
So, you guys are allowed to eat
Appreciate that.
openly
So, you
carry
have yourself a
rifles,
fantastic one.
handguns. While
Yep.
Hi
loaded.
to you.
Openly carry rifles
Alright,
is
let's
not one
go.
thing you can do. So,
It says open carry firearms according to LP30. Doesn't specify.
it specifies handguns are openly carried as an on-duty Meriwether officer. So, I'm just asking you, man. I don't need rifles out. So, no reason for a rifle either.
You can go ahead.
I mean-
You can go ahead, Echo. You
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. Alrighty. Yeah, Ms. Svetlana, of course I couldn't find the information's over there. Do you have a manifest or anything down here to, you know, state what you guys got going in and out of here? Or is it,
Well, these are the only 3 vehicles.
gotcha, so there is nothing in your storage facility here that
No.
is... Okay. What about all the boxes they mentioned?
What boxes?
There was... They've informed me that you were moving boxes to and
Oh,
from.
no, those are just mufflers.
Okay. Well, that's...
Apologies.
Oh, you're all good. So mufflers, so there's vehicle parts within that warehouse.
Only a few, yes.
Okay then.
Because
Alright then.
the dynamics of the American law, it requires to have a muffler to decrease engine sound. And to contain
Alright.
emissions and all that.
Your emission standards are bullshit.
Yeah, ruins all the cool cars.
Agreed.
Alright. Well, guys, there hasn't been a crime committed here. Obviously, it was suspicious seeing who in general, just 10 random people in the LS ports. Meriwether
Sure.
was in no wrong to call down here to verify everything was going on.
No, it was really
Um,
good to make that acquaintance.
Yes. So, alright.
I'm keen to meet them again.
Especially Mr. Echo.
Alright then. Well, I have no more business with you guys, so you guys are business from my needs, and I guess since Meriwether is, they can't really hold you here. So
Aware.
have a good day.
Au revoir,
You
Mr.
too,
Boyd.
Mr.
Au
Boyd.
revoir, Mr.
Riku,
Hartman.
Mr. Yashiro, Ms. Svetlana. It's been a pleasure as always.
Au revoir, Mr. Echo.
Always.
Echo. And he's not the witness to the weapons that we will use to kill him.
My patience is running very, very thin.
You must continue to have it.
Patience with Detective
I must
Boyd
talk
was
to
there
you.
tonight.
Both of you.
I strive to, I do my best.
I need
for
you
the
both to listen. There may be a change coming upon our family. Master Yoshi may not return. It is unclear. His absence will be filled with Kyung at my request. Do you have any whims to say against it?
No, I stand with Young at all times.
Yashiro?
I respect the decision, and I support the family.
Everything we do, every decision we make needs to prosper this entire Zero Yōnin. It is the only thing that matters. And I believe that Kyung and her leadership and her dedication and her role will be that person to fill that void should it ever be necessary. As second lieutenants, I wanted you both to be made aware of that.
Of course. I stand by the decision of the Psycho Command and the Oyabun.
In the Oyobun's absence, I will be fulfilling that role until it is filled otherwise, or Master Yoshi is to return.
Understood.
Understood as well. How is Master Yoshi, if you don't mind me asking?
I have not
Been a
spoken
while.
with him very often, so I could not relay his status, other than he is not here.
I am concerned at this point. He's been gone for a while,
He has.
and this conversation alone is not easing my concerns.
As it shouldn't. But you also needed to be aware, in your positions as leaders in this family, and also if changes are to be made as I have prescribed, then this family will need a new first lieutenant, which will be picked from you two, both of you. You will display honor and integrity and help provide feast for this family. Your absence will no longer be regarded as good.
I no longer intend to be absent. I have finished my reintegration, I believe, and I'm ready to continue my role as Shikatashira, as I was assigned to be.
Very well. Now, Riku, are you also working on the Boyd situation with Nero and such? Is he keeping you aware?
He has just recently caught me up on everything, yes.
Good.
Yes.
And what reports does he have? I have not heard.
He actually has an individual, like last heard of him, through Mr. Kaito, I believe, who is actually quite familiar with Mr. Boyd and his daily schedule.
Perfect.
And his way of life, and all we need to do is figure out a time at which we can meet up with him and have the discussion.
Very well.
Effectively compensate him for his information.
Indeed, indeed. Good. All right.
Mr. Nero has passed it on to me, but I do believe that is a decision that you should pass yourself, as that is a very sensitive thing to be bringing up with an outsider.
I agree. Next time I am with Nero, I will bring him in and we will converse.
Of course, I would highly recommend you have Kaito as well, as he seems to be the one with the most information pertaining to the individual involved.
When I spoke to Kaito not but 2 nights ago, there was very little information that he prescribed to me.
That's a bit different than what I have been told. That something will have to be rectified there, as it seems some misinformation is being, or at least information is being withheld.
It is
at some
possible.
point.
We shall get to the bottom of it. We do
course.
not. We have a lot of people who are new, a lot that have been vetted in this month alone. It's important that we encourage them to participate at a low level into our dealings so that we can establish trust. And as lieutenant in this family, I will expect and heavily rely upon you to help guide them. Is that clear?
Aye, it is.
Understood.
Good. Now, I don't know the likelihood of that information to which I had spoken about the Oyuban or the position, but I did want to make you aware that the talk is underway. In case it is needed, we are not without our leader for long.
As I said, I stand by the decision of the family.
As do I. Now we know that Mr. Boyd prances around this port authority.
That does make our prospects a little more interesting too. Having functioning out of here.
The idea is I would like for him to pull me over. We can develop his routine and understand his movements, or what department he might be assigned to in a particular evening. And when he has pulled me over, I will give you the go-ahead. 2 motorcycles occupied 2 times each will drive up and lay him to waste, and drive away. I will remain on the traffic stop, just to make sure his injuries are sustained.
I am keen for this endeavor. I'm looking forward to it. I have a lot that Mr. Boyd has to compensate for, but unfortunately he will never be able to, not in his current status of life.
We owe him the same that he gave us,
Precisely.
and we have demonstrated pure restraint towards doing so, to make sure that we do it so in the correct time, and that time is near. They've also communicated to you both as well about doing a meeting, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow night. Getting the family together, if possible, would be great.
I have heard about that, and I am ashamed to report that I am not 100% sure whether or not I'll actually be able to attend, but
Just keep
I'll
us
do my
posted on
best
your
to make it.
availability during the week. That would be fine.
Of course, I will do my best
Of course,
to,
we would like to have you there, but if you're unable to make it, then that is so it is.
I'll strive to do my best.
I know you will. I appreciate your assistance down here today, especially with moving the boxes. If they were not moved, it could have been jeopardized. Not only ourselves, but those who gave them to us. And that would have tainted relations.
The timing was definitely very unfortunate. I'm really starting to wonder who's involved, because it's getting very. I understand that we figured out that there is a mole from the start, but they seem to have a much more. What's the word? They seem to be more. They have more audacity behind them. They're more bold than I expected them to be. We're getting a lot more attention from our activities. Not just from Merryweather, the police.
Well, the only reason that the police were there is because that Echo feller called them.
But I'm wondering why they knew we were here to begin with. That's the thing.
It's dark. People are congregated. This is a common patrol area for their corporation, so it's not far-fetched to say that they would come upon us.
Maybe I'm just getting a bit paranoid, but...
Be careful strumming the lines of delusion, as they can negatively impact your timeliness in thought.
Of course.
It should not have been me that came up to you to inform you to move the boxes. These are things you need to proactively think about at your rank. You're responsible for as well.
I do apologize for
No need.
our inability to step
We
in.
have each other's backs. Do we not?
Is there anything? Oh, we do, of course.
Yashiro, you were very daft and quiet.
More so speaking when spoken to, but we should have known on our own whim to move the boxes.
Indeed. You will commit that to memory and make it a muscle, right?
Of course.
Yes, of course.
The safety and security of our endeavors and those who help provide it are of utmost importance. If we damage relations and get them pinched and all of that shit, then that is an issue. That affects the relationship, the dynamic. The very things that we work for and we build quietly, constructively in this state. You understand me?
I do, yes.
Understood.
Perfect. Well, the vehicles are done. We will need to remember that there's some kind of a number associated to the chassis. Even if we have to stamp our own. We were lucky today. But I guarantee you the prying eyes of Detective Boyd, whatever, will be back.
I don't believe he's going to be leaving us alone until we deal with them, no.
Probably not. Probably not.
Is there anything you wish for to be done in the meantime?
No. Everything that needed to be accomplished was successfully done so. And again, I appreciate you being here to help.
I'm just glad to be of use again. It's been a while since I've been a real use to the family, having been like Yashiro, incarcerated.
It's good to see you both out and about.
Likewise, it's good,
It's
to,
good to see
both
you.
of you as well.
Your void has been noticed.
I hope to fill that void once again.
I have no doubt that you will. We all have work to do. We've been quiet long enough. Is there anything that you need from me?
I do not believe so at the moment, no.
Good.
Nothing from me.
I can take care of everything here if you guys would like to go.
Very well. I do wish you good tidings and good health.
As to you as well.
Mr. Yashiro, the same to you.
The same to you as well.
I will try to connect with Mr. Nero and Mr. Kaito and figure out what is going on exactly with that contact with Mr. Boyd.
I need to know by Tuesday, no later, on all the information associated with what has been found.
I will do my best to
I know.
gather that. Farewell.
Perfect. Au revoir.
You sure you don't need any help?
No, I'm good. Thank you for being here, Yashiro. I'm glad you're okay.
Glad to be here. I did not like prison.
No, it's not a welcoming environment. And it does not help our family in the manners that it should.
Especially when Detective Boyd makes a lot of unplanned visits.
Indeed. Was there more than the one that I witnessed?
There was one more.
Really? And do tell me what the discussions were.
It was more of a repeat of the previous discussion. My
see.
guess is that he's trying to break me down to try and break through the wall, but I will not speak to him.
I do believe that he considers you a weak link, and I do hope that you will prove him wrong.
I will let him think that I'm a weak link and he can try and put his efforts into me, but I am not.
Use methods to stir him in a different direction.
Of course.
Baits him into thinking of something that is not relevant to what we do. Yashiro, you may go.
Thank you.
Au revoir.
It's nice catching up with you.
Always. Yo, that was sick. Hope you guys liked it. So we had some Merryweather come and fuck with us a bit. We had some a Tanner Boyd of all people. Love you guys. Come and fuck with us. That was great. So yeah, good thing. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got some guns from the Lost and got that shit situated. We got them in the warehouse. They couldn't do anything. Nobody told them to stop. They have no probable cause to go in and search. There's no warrant. There's none of that bullshit. So they're completely safe. And we'll just get them moved again, and they won't even be here. They come knocking. So, you know, it's all about staying ahead of the game, right? Staying ahead of the curve, doing the things that you need to do to keep the family and our affiliations or associations in the state safe. So I feel like we did a good job of that today. So big thanks to Goki for being on Merryweather. Goki earlier for being on Winter, the president of the club. All the people that sat around and situated what was going on, you know, massive thanks. Yashiro is played by Drewski. Fucking Riku is played by Dustin. Two amazing role players. So glad to have them in their positions as second lieutenants with the gang here, or criminal family, however you want to say it. With Zero Yōnin. Yeah, everybody does awesome. Yeah, enjoy your evening. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to hit that like button. Smash that subscribe button. I don't know how you smash it, but just, you know, click it with your little mouse guy. And we'll see you in the next one. Later, y'all.